Welcome to another edition of Design Build Decoded, and we are here at the job site, and we're going to talk about the HVAC system today, and that's basically the heating and cooling system of the house. One of the things that we have here is, for the heating system, we're using a hybrid heat pump system that also has a high efficiency gas furnace as a source of heating when the temperatures get down below where the heat pump isn't efficient. But anyhow, so let's go take a tour of what we do have in place. And the other thing I wanted to mention, we also have an ERV system, which is an energy recovery ventilation system, which brings outside air in and crosses paths with the exhaust air going out. And what that does is it preheats that air, either heating or cooling, so we're not just directly ventilating everything out to the atmosphere. So that's another part of the system. You'll see some of the ductwork for that. Again, that equipment isn't in place yet, but because the house is being built to the point where we're trying to achieve 1 air change per hour, we need to bring in ventilation air to make the house healthy and such. So anyhow, with that, let's take a little tour. So one of those good news, bad news type situations. ComEd was here, so we did get our electric service connected. So that's awesome. We can finally quit running off the generator. But they just totally made a mess of the site here, and I don't know why they had to come all the way across here and onto the neighbor's property with their equipment. So we'll need to get this cleaned up for them. But the good news is we've got electric now, so that's been great. So, you know, now we can no longer rely on a generator running all the time, and we can keep it heated when appropriate. So anyhow, checking it out inside. So we're in the basement here, and the ductwork has been going in. The plumber had pretty close to finished everything as far as the sewer line and the water lines, but the ductwork has been going in. It's taking up a lot of space, as we anticipated, through this one future bedroom down here, but it's, you know, really going to be used as a storage room for us. You know, you can see just how much room all that has taken up in the ceiling here. So we're back up here on the upper level, and part of the HVAC system includes the exhaust for the kitchen, and this is the exit out of the house, and there'll be ductwork connected to this and to the exhaust fan above the stove. Now, because we have over 400 CFM of exhaust, we need to bring fresh air into it, so there'll be a control here that'll go back to a vent, a damper in the basement that'll allow fresh air in for the makeup air, so that we balance out the airflow. The other thing that you might want to notice here is that this box in the floor, what that is it's going to be a tow supply vent for the kitchen. It will be underneath the cabinetry. There was just too much going on over here where we usually put one under the kitchen sink. Another aspect of the HVAC is the exhaust for the dryer, and in this case we are using what's called a dryer box, and we've been using these for a long time. What we have here is rigid vent going out and then up through the roof. We usually like to not go through the roof, but in this case, the vaulted ceilings and everything, we had no other choice. So let's take a quick walk around over to the other side there, and you'll be able to see what that looks like, what I was talking about. So this dryer box here has the vent so our dryer can connect to that. It also has a location for our gas supply inside the box as well. So I'm down in the basement in the utility area here, and you can see there's a bunch of ductwork in place. What we have here is a supply and return. The location for the furnace is right about here. It's marked on the floor, which you probably can't see, but it's generally in this area, and the supply and return will go up to this ductwork. What happens is we've got two supplies that go out through here. One is for the upper level and one is for the basement level. So we kind of have a little bit of a zoning happening. So it ends up taking a lot of space within the basement here, as you can see. And we had to then soften it out quite a bit, which we knew up front. I mentioned that we have an ERV system in the house, energy recovery unit, and these two pipes here are both supply pipes. One of them is for the ERV, and the other one is for the duct that brings fresh air in, or replacement air. So to kind of summarize, ductwork can be a real challenge. It's a bulky item, it takes space, and you need to plan for it. And we might not be down to the actual bits and pieces of how much space it's going to take, but we had the concept down of where the ductwork was going. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed what you saw today. Hope it gives you a little bit of knowledge of what we're doing here. And the next episode will be electrical. We do have electrical in place. You could probably see that now, but we'll take some time to talk about just the electrical in the next edition. So in the meantime, like, subscribe. I hope you enjoy what we're doing here, and see you next time.